Hello everyone, this is Varun Minda and welcome back to my channel Pawn Master. In today's video, we will learn about how do the pieces move and how do they capture the other pieces. So I hope you would like the video. So now let's start with the video. As I said, we will learn how to play chess and how do the pieces move and how do they capture the other pieces. So now let's start with the pawn. You can see this pawn is at its starting point. As I hope you remember from the last video, the white pawns are kept in the second row. So this is the starting point of this pawn. Any pawn at its starting point can move two squares in front of it or one square as it wants. But once it is displaced from its starting point, it can move only one square, as you can see here. Or if I even move two squares, it can move only one square in front. So now let's see how does the pawn captures other pieces. The pawn captures the other pieces diagonally one square in front of them. The pawn is the only piece which moves straight but captures diagonally. Other pieces capture the same way as they move. As you can see, there is a circle around these two pawns, which means this pawn can capture these pawns. See, now this pawn can capture only this pawn. So I hope you have understood how does the pawn move and captures other pieces. Now let's head ahead and see how the bishop moves and captures the other pieces. I place this bishop at the center of this board, and now I will click it so that you can see the legal moves the bishop can move. The bishop moves only diagonally. It cannot move vertically or horizontally. As you can see, the bishop can go as many squares as it wants in front or even come back. It also captures in the same way. As I said, the pawn is only piece which cannot come back once it's moved. But the bishop can come back after it moves. As you can see, this bishop also captures diagonally and even moves diagonally, as there is a circle around this pawn. You can see it captured it. So the bishop captures as same as the way it moves. I hope you have understood the concept of the bishop. And so now let's head and see how the knight moves. The knight has a special ability of being able to jump in front of the other pieces. As first I will explain how does the knight move. Knight moves 2.5 squares at one time. See, 1, 2.5, 1, 2.5, 1, 2.5. So as I said, knight has a special ability of being able to jump. So I will place these three pawns, and you can see still the knight can move at this square and even this square. It can jump over this pawn 1, 2.5 and 1, 2.5. This ability, the knight only has this ability. Not even the queen, the most powerful piece, has this ability. The knight also captures in the same manner. You can see here and here. See, there is a circle around these pawns, which means the knight can capture them. 1, 2.5, and here jumping over this pawn, 1, 2.5. I hope you understood how the knight moves and captures the other pieces. Now let's head ahead and see how the rook moves. I place this rook at the center of the board, and now you can see the rook can move vertically or horizontally, not diagonally. It can move as many squares in front, back, left or right. And the rook also captures in the same manner as it moves. And see here, there is a circle around this pawn, which means the rook can capture this pawn. The rook cannot also jump over the pieces. As I said, only the knight has this ability. The rook cannot go to this square until capturing this pawn. I hope you understood the way rook moves and captures the other pieces. Now let us head ahead and see how the most powerful piece on the board the queen moves. I place this queen in the center, and the queen can move like the bishop and the rook combined. As you can see, it can move vertically, horizontally, diagonally. As you can see, the bishop moves diagonally and the rook moves vertically and horizontally. You can see the number of squares the queen controls in the board. This is why the queen is called as the most powerful piece on the chessboard. The queen also captures in the same way as it moves. As I place it here and place one here. You can see there is a circle over this pawn, which means this queen can capture this pawn. And there is a circle over this pawn too, which means the queen can capture this one too. And as I said, only the knight can jump over the pieces. This queen cannot go to this square or these squares before killing the pawns. Now let us head and see how the king moves. The king can move just like the queen, but only one square, in front, diagonally, or back, left or right. The king also captures in the same manner. As I keep this pawn over here in front of the king, the king can capture it. As you can see, there is a circle around this pawn. I hope you have understood what I've said and you have the concepts clear. If you have any doubt, please comment down. And please like, share and subscribe my video so that I can get encouraged and post some more valuable content. In the next video, I will post about checkmate and some easy ways of tricking the opponent into checkmate. In the next video, the checkmate will be explained in detail. I hope you like the video. Thank you.